Hi guys, it's Magda again, okay, for the Flex Friday class. That we're going to go through again stretches, mobilizing joints, muscles through sometimes active stretches, but mainly by the static stretches. We're going to focus on lengthening muscles, probably more than mobilizing as such, but we do some techniques with mobilizing too, okay? Then we'll focus on the hip joints, we'll focus on legs, we'll focus on the bottoms, we're going to focus on the top too. Again, trying just to separate some muscle groups, but also stretching them as a whole too, as a group of muscles, okay, including fascia stretch, guys, is so important, which is the connective muscle, the connective tissue, surrounding our all organs, including muscles. Again, very often, if that connective tissue is really tight, then you may experience, as you got all of the posterior chain of your muscles really tight, including hamstrings, back, bum, okay, then it's quite important also to remember about those ones, okay, then guys, whenever you're ready, you may stay on the floor, you may go on a mat, and then we're going to go through the basic roll down with the spine, okay? Then try just to relax your shoulders blades, find out space between your feet, okay? Then about the hip width, the hip space, and then try just to roll your spine from the top of your head. So imagine your head is the first vertebra of your spine, okay? We're going to go up and over, down to the bottom, listening to the gravity, letting gravity to work. Okay, soften your knees. Okay, then let's go. Whenever you're ready, breathe in first, and as you breathe out, let your spine to roll down. Let your spine to go really, really, really quietly, slow, vertebra by vertebra, down to the bottom. Okay, once you're on the bottom, you don't have to touch the ground, guys. Then you're going to go really slowly back up to the ceiling. Okay, then this is mobilizing, okay, this is your warm-up in the mobilizing exercise for your spine mainly, okay, then just a few times letting your spine to recognize it could flex as we go down and also could extend as you go up, okay, then just building up a little bit of fluidity, flexibility of your spine. The spine is always most important. We all know about it, okay? All of your core muscles are attached to your spine. Then if you guys taking care about your core, your stomach, for example, which is probably always the most demanding and wanting a part of your body to be good, okay, then you need to remember about your spine, obviously, because that's the column for your core muscles, for your stomach muscles, if you care about your stomach. Okay, then guys, this the really easy exercise, obviously. It needs to be done easy way. Okay, let's do one more time. You'll need to let that momentum to not to be here almost, okay? Then you want to go as slow as you can, basically. Down, and also as slow as you can up to the ceiling. Okay, it should feel like you're not exercising. It should feel like you're not putting any effort into it. Okay, excellent, guys. Now, just give yourself a couple of rotations. Okay, then this way you're going to just wake up your spine in that transverse plane. Okay, then letting the spine to go side to side. Okay, letting the spine to go to that direction where you could go to, where you should be able to go. Okay, then a couple of rotations from the bottom to the top. Again, mobilizing. Okay, stretch. Okay, then again, can you see the toes, legs moving, hips turning, twisting. Okay, then guys, to the other side, a couple of times, really easy. Okay, you could call them wood chops if you like. No effort really. Okay, just do that easy. Okay, let the spine to rotate only. Okay, excellent. One more time. Brilliant. Okay, now just give yourself a couple of shoulders rolls. Okay, arms rolls to the back. Okay, then basically circular to the back. A couple of times to the front. Okay, and a couple of times on the hip. Okay, then that's where you're driving your knee up and over as high as you can. Make sure your bottom knee is soft. A couple of times on each leg, easy. Just to wake up your hips. It's an early class in the morning, then maybe you just jumped off the bed and then that's what you need to do, okay? Then just mobilizing first before you stretch. Very often that's a good technique, not only one, but that's a good to do. Okay guys, now we're going to go down to the floor. And we'll start today from the back and from your chest and from your stomach at the same time, okay? Then we're talking about the top bit. We're going to do flexions, we're going to do extensions, and we're going to do some stretches, okay? Then again, slightly still mobilizing the body, the joints, the muscles, but going more into the static stretch, okay? Then let's go. Lie down your tummy. Okay guys, now once you have your tummy down on the floor or down on your mats, place your hands next to your chest and let your shoulders blades to go down behind. Okay, then you want to roll your shoulders blades down towards your lower backs, okay? Then hold from there, let your head to be long, let your spine to be long, and let yourself to go really slow up to the ceiling. You don't have to go all the way up to the top. Please listen to the spine, listen to your back, and then go only to the point, only to the height where you feel comfortable with, okay? Then nice and slow, nice and easy, guys. A good couple of times. Brilliant, guys. One more time. Can you see the head stays in that neutral spot? Okay, so we're not tilting the head. We're just keeping head with the spine alignment or the spine line. Okay, excellent, guys. Now, once you've done your last one, just pop down slowly on your heels, stretch, sitting down. Okay, try to open your knees slightly wider. Okay, and then keep them a bit more apart and trying to flex the spine. One precaution for all of you having lower back issues, okay, then if you've got any spine problems with your lumbar spine, with the lower back especially, on this sit where you're flexing, try not to go too low down to your heels, okay, and if you've got any discs issues especially, okay, prolapsing or bulging or having tendencies, having histories, anything related to the discs especially, don't go too low. Okay guys, once we're kneeling down, again a bit of mobilizing here, okay, then space out your knees, okay, the knees as your hip width, space out your wrists as your shoulders blades, and now just flex your spine. As the class goes Flex Friday, okay, we're going to flex a lot, okay, then let's go guys, we're going to breathe out as you go up to the ceiling, let your spine to rise, and let yourself to go down just to that neutral spot. Okay, then once again, okay, then rise your spine, nice and easy, let your head to drop, okay, and then back to neutral. Okay, one more time, okay, then let your head to go, let your spine to go up, head down. Brilliant, excellent guys. And now once you've done your last one, we're going to go into the down dog position, okay, then find out your toes on the floor, on the mat. Let yourself to rise, let yourself to drop the heels, and once your heels are dropped down, now here we go, really gentle, let your chest to drop down towards your toes, towards your feet. And can you see the heels going down first, and then you're sliding all of you, the top of you, down towards the ground, towards your feet. Okay, excellent guys, and once you've done your last one, okay, just kneel down once again on the floor, on the mat, and let yourself to go onto the side. Okay, then guys, you're going to move on, lying down on the side, and then we're going to stretch, start to do a little bit of the front still. Okay, then as you was doing your extensions, the back extensions, you were stretching, opening your chest, stretching your stomach, stretching your hip flexors, stretching your psoas muscles, which is amazing. Now we're going to go slightly different, but still catching with the psoas, with the hip flexors and your thighs. We're adding the legs now, okay, that's the difference. Okay, then all you need to do is to find out where's your ankle, or grab your foot, or grab your ankle, doesn't matter where you go, and let yourself to lie down flat on the mat. Okay, then your bottom leg, guys, is slightly bent. Your top leg, the one you're holding, you want to lower down your knee to your hip level first. Okay, then you don't have to be accurate, but try just to feel that knee is pretty low, the top knee is pretty low. It's still space between legs. There's some space between your legs. Okay, then just a couple of seconds, a good couple of seconds, 10-15, remember, minimum for any static stretches. Okay, and then guys, from there, okay, once you've done your initial stretch, all you want to do, you want to, using your arm, using your hand, you want to pull that knee slightly to the back. But now when you're pulling that leg to the back, you don't want to arch your lower back at the same time. Then your lower back naturally want to arch because you're pulling your leg behind. Okay, then try not to. Okay, then keep your hips to the front. Okay, keep your tailbone down. Okay, lock it up. Okay, then your stomach muscles are quite engaged on that one. And then you can pull that leg to the back, and then you feel the difference. Actually, you do stretch more of your thigh, maybe the hip flexors, depending to where you are tight. But then your lower back is not doing anything. Your lower back is not arching, not moving anywhere. Amazing stretch, okay? For all of you, if you're struggling to do the same stretch when you're standing upright because of your balance, because you can't catch your leg, because you don't feel comfortable, just pop down on the side and do the same. Okay, guys, same leg, relax. Okay, then same leg, you want to drag down to the floor. Okay, then drag down to the floor first. Okay, then that knee lies down on the floor now. And then if you've got no stretch still there, no any sensation from the top, from the side, you want to let that knee to go a bit more up towards your head. Okay, excellent guys, and once you've done your last one, okay, just let yourself to roll over and let yourself to do exactly the same to the other side, to the other leg. Okay then guys, once again, the first few initial seconds up to 15-20 is the easy stretch. No technique as such apart from grabbing your leg, bending that bottom knee, okay, then that you got support, and then lowering that knee down towards your hip level, down towards your bottom leg. Okay, then if you got quite tight thighs, okay, the front side of your upper legs, okay, then if those muscles are tight, you feel that stretch already, okay, and then that's why, especially for all of you being tight there, you'll need that prep stretch as such, okay, to progress, to go further. Okay then guys, now once again, bring those hips to the front. Okay, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to almost push my hips to the front, especially the top one, push to the front, and at the same time, whilst my lower back is quite secured, quite in neutral position, I want to pull that knee slightly behind to exaggerate the stretch if you can. Then that's why you need that stages, right? Okay, that's why you need sometimes to start easy and then progress as you go along. Okay, then the longer you hold the stretch, the better the muscles and the structures like a fascia are stretching too. Okay, then there's no quick fix in this case. Alright, okay then guys, once you've done that really nice stretch, I'm hoping you're holding your hips to the front, I'm hoping your back is not arching, and then you feel the stretch there. Okay, let your leg to release and let your leg to go and rest on the floor. Okay, then your knee goes down. Okay, and then once again, drag that knee higher if you need to. Okay, then higher to get a bit more stretch. Okay, excellent guys. Okay, now roll over, lying down this time on your backs. Okay, then take your time, careful. Lie down on your backs, and then we're going to go still into your legs and hip stretches, lower backs, okay, then a bit more the lower part of you, okay, from your waistline down. Okay then guys, very simple stretch, very effective, sorry, if you've done it proper way. Okay, then grab one of your knees and let me show you maybe what we're not naturally doing, including me. As we're pulling that knee up, sometimes we're tensing the bottom leg, okay? Can you see? Especially when you're struggling to keep the bottom leg flat, we flex the foot, we sort of holding that in a quite stressful and engaged position. Okay, then just relax the bottom leg, including your bottom foot. Let that weight of your leg to be there. You don't have to be perfect, as I'm not, okay? You don't have to have that bottom leg completely flat. Do the best you can. And most important during the stretches is to relax, okay? Even your shoulders blades, once you're holding your leg, once you're holding your knee, okay, they need to be nice and easy. Okay, then a couple of breaths. Concentrate on your breathing, okay? You don't have to breathe any specific way. Just make sure your breathing is there, you're aware about it, and then you're breathing calm. Excellent, guys. Now let's do the same leg to the different stretch, okay, to the different part of your muscles. Okay, then let's grab that knee outside with your opposite hand, okay, and now probably we're knowing what we're trying to do in a second. We're trying to go over, okay, and trying to keep shoulders blades on the floor. You may also, if you want to stretch your neck and your shoulders a little bit more, you can look down and chase your opposite hand on the floor. Okay, you want to just look where's the hand to get that extra stretch on the top. Brilliant, guys. Come back to the center and let's do exactly the same to the other side. Okay, let's do exactly the same to the other side. Okay, then first your knee, okay, now pull that knee towards your chest and make sure your bottom leg is not flexed, your bottom foot is not flexing, not pointing. Okay, then all of that bottom leg wants to be heavy, relaxed on the floor, and your shoulders blades as relaxed as you can too. Okay, then just hold that stretch once again, breathing into it, breathing in, breathing out, nice and slow. Perfect, brilliant, guys. Okay, and now just relax for a second. Once again, grab that knee with the opposite hand, pulling that leg down towards the ground, your shoulders blades on the floor. And then if you want to add extra neck, extra trapezius stretch, okay, those muscles down the top especially, okay, you want to look down to the opposite side, chasing your hand on the other side, okay, looking down where your arm is lying down, where you see the floor. Okay, then just give yourself a good couple of seconds again. Try to relax into that stretch once again as best as you can. Okay, then still the same rules, no tensing anything. Okay, excellent, guys, and come back to center and now let yourself to bend your legs. Okay, then bend your legs for me. Keeps your feet apart. Okay, and feet apart. You may lift your head even. Just I know you can't see your feet, but just make sure they're apart and they're quite parallel to each other. Heels close to you, really important. Not far, close to your bottoms. Okay. And then what we're going to do, we're going to bridge, okay? We're going to rise the hips, rise the spine up to the ceiling the highest we can. One precaution, okay, for all of you guys having any neck problems, please don't go all the way up where you're sort of sitting on your neck with your body weight. You want to go only to the chest height. You want to go only here, okay? All of the neck troubles, guys, neck problems, neck pains, up to the chest height of the spine. That's where you're going. And then you're going to scoop and push your hips to the front. Okay, then tilt your pelvis up to the ceiling. Okay, then don't hang them down, tilt them up to the ceiling. Can you see that movement happening? Okay, then from there to there. For all of you guys being able to go higher with no neck problems, no shoulders problems, please go and go as high as you can, basically. Okay, same thing, hips not hanging, bottoms not hanging, they just tucked under, and your pelvis going and facing up to the ceiling. Okay, excellent guys, and now slowly, carefully, okay, then let your spine to drop from the top. Okay, then just drop really slow, as slow as you can. Take your time, take your time, take your time. Experience the whole spine dropping slowly to the ground. Wait for the tailbone to touch down at the last moment. Okay, then wait for the tailbone to go on the very last moment. Okay, then stretch your legs. Okay, point your toes. Reach your arms behind and then grow. Okay, same like when you're waking up in the morning. Sometimes you're just stretching. Exactly the same. Okay, then point your toes, reach your arms behind as far as you can, and then I want you to feel nice and tall, nice and long, at least 1 or 2 inches on the top of what you've got. Okie dokie, excellent guys. And now what we're going to do, we're going to again roll over. Okay, if you just roll over for me. And then we're going to go into the kneeling position, guys, this time. Okay, we're going to kneel down. Okay, then we're going to still focus on the hips, still focusing on the leg stretches this time. Then if you just do for me one of your legs, okay, to the front. Okay, then the whole idea is to go not here, okay, not there. You want to step as far as you can to the front. Okay, and then you want to lean, okay, to the ground. Okay, then transfer your body weight from being there to being down towards the ground for now. Open chest, okay, then just hold that stretch for me. If you're losing balance a bit, step slightly wider. Okay, then just wider stance to the side, and then you've got the same thing. Okay. Okay, now slowly, carefully from that position, we're going to go a little bit lower. Okay, then down to the ground. And now, depending how flexible you are, okay, if you're very flexible, then you could drop yourself on your elbows. I can't because I've got issues with my hips. Then I'm staying right on the top. But you're more than welcome just to go down lower on your elbows, okay? And once again, keep that hip facing, keep those bottoms, hips facing down to the ground. Excellent guys, now reach up to the ceiling, okay, holding the same stretch, okay, the top arm, and now you want to look up to the ceiling too, okay, you're opening your chest, you're doing your upper body at the same time. Excellent guys, come back to the center, okay, and let's swap legs, okay, then come back slowly, let's swap sides, okay. But once again, that initial preparation stretch, okay, once again, not from there, you want to step much wider, okay, your stance is long. If you're losing balance, once again, step away, step apart, okay, then go a little bit wider, and then first thing to do is to drop your hips, okay, direct those hips down to the ground, okay, open chest, and stay for a good couple of seconds, just that initial stretch. Okay, excellent guys, and now slowly, carefully, if you can, go down to the ground. Once again guys, you may struggle even with that one, some of you potentially, okay, then don't worry, you're just holding the stretch on that initial stage here. Okay, do what you can do anyway, you know that, okay? Then I'm progressing. I can't even progress myself as much as I want to. Then once again, you're just staying down, and then you could drop yourself on your elbows if you can. Excellent. Reach up to the ceiling. Reach up to the ceiling, exactly. Okay, brilliant. Look up, change your arm. Okay, then try just to also look up to the ceiling. Brilliant. Okay, come back to the center. And guys, come down to the flexion. Okay, then come down with your leg behind. And once again, open your knees slightly wider. And let yourself to sit down on your heels, towards your heels. Remember the back problems, you're not sitting too low. Excellent, guys. Okay, then come back to the kneeling position, okay, for a second. Find your toes, okay, on the mat. And once again, reach up. And this time on the bent knees, you want to walk down to your toes. Walk down to your toes, walk down to your toes. Once you're with your toes, you want to roll your spine up to the ceiling. Okay? Excellent, guys. Once you're on the top, okay, what we're going to do, we're going to go into further stretches, okay? Then basically, we've done it last week, I remember, okay? Then where you're going with a small stance, okay? You don't have to go too far, okay? About 1 foot maybe, okay? Once again, if you're losing balance, okay, you may stay slightly wider. Okay, now what we're going to do, instead of bending back to go down, we want to keep our back straight and then reach up to the ceiling and try and just to find out that really long position. Okay, then your chest dropping down, okay? If you got any mirror at home, that would be amazing to check your back, okay? Then once you're in that position, you're trying to avoid this look, you're trying to avoid that, okay? You want to open as best you can. If this is really hard for your shoulders blades, okay, just keep your arms behind on your lower back and try to keep your back as straight as you can. Okay, then trying to aim to be parallel to the ground. Excellent, guys. And now soften your front knee first and then roll your spine up to the ceiling. Okay, and let's do exactly the same to the other side. Okay, then once again, little stance. Okay, if you're losing balance, step wider. And then once again, long arms if your shoulders and if your back's allowing you, or cross your hands behind your lower back and rest around your tailbone. Okay, then here we go. The long back, we're going to reach. Lean to the front. Okay, if you got long arms, if you've chosen this option, the long arms, remember your shoulders blades are pulled down. Remember about not to round your back. Even if it's rounded, okay, even if you're just stuck in that position, in this position, try the best you can to bring that chest down towards the ground. Do the best you can, basically. Excellent. Okay, soften your knee. Okay, bend your spine, and then let yourself to go up to the ceiling. Okay, there you go. Right. Okay, now straight legs. Okay, legs together. Okay, then feet hip apart, and then we're going to do exactly the same to what you've done on a single leg, this time on 2 legs at the same time. Okay, then once again, guys, you've got option to hold your hands behind or to the front. Okay, exactly the same approach at least, okay? Instead of bending your back, you want to go with the straight back, parallel to the ground, chest to drop. now bending your knees for me, guys. Okay, reach down to the ground, bending your back, bending your spine. Okay, your knees are bent. You're possibly touching the ground. If not, don't worry. If you're here, that's fine. If you're there, that's all right. But try this time to keep yourself to where you are and stretch your knees. Okay? Excellent, guys. Soften your knees now for me, okay? And roll your spine up to the ceiling. Okay, then grow up to the ceiling slowly. Take your time once again, guys. Okay, excellent. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to cross legs. Okay, let's cross maybe your first right leg behind your left. Okay, your right leg goes behind your left, and you're lifting your right arm to the ceiling. And then you want to lean to the side. Okay, now when you're leaning to the side, okay, I'm on the mat, I'm a bit wobbly, I'm moving myself to the ground, okay, then when you're leaning to the side, guys, okay, you want to, most of the times, including me, we want to go a bit that way. It's just easier. That's why we're doing it, okay, then could you please bring your chest to the front and then lean to the side. And that's supposed to change that sensation of the stretch across there. You may try, okay, then if you dare, what you're feeling, and if you dare over the top with the chest up, the stretch is bigger, isn't it? Okay, the deeper, there's more happening. Okay, excellent, guys, and come back and let's swap, do same to the other side, okay? And once again, reach up to the ceiling. Shoulders blades down, over the top, over the top, over the top, and then lean to the side. Okay, let your head to drop too. Okay, can you see? Head wants to go too. Brilliant. Okay, come back to the center, and then we go. Right. Okay, then. Let's start again from the right leg to not to get confused. Okay, your right leg will step out, not too far for now, and then let that right leg to drop, and then as you'd like to almost sit on the right leg, at the same time rise your left toes and then stay lower. Okay, then just basically, sort of like a half squat position if you like. The chest is open. You go back straight. Okay, and then come back and try to step a little bit wider. Okay, then once again, open your legs a bit wider and then do exactly the same. Okay, then you're progressing the stretch again, depending again on your flexibility, on your hips. How is your hip joint mobile or not? Which is the issue for me, but try the best you can. Obviously, if you can go lower than me, please do. If you can go really, really low, please do. Feel free. Okay, come back to the center, and let's do exactly the same to the other side. Okay, the neutral stance. Don't push yourself on the first go, and then let's do exactly the same to the other leg. Okay, I've forgotten to say, the leg you're sitting on, which is your left now, you want to track that knee about 45. Don't let that knee to cave in. Okay, then track that knee out. Okay, and that initial stretch for your hamstring. Okay, then remember you're lifting that toe to lengthen your hamstring. Okay, and do a bit more for the back side of your leg. Okay, and also the lower you go, yes, with your sit, the more stretch you've got too. Okay, come back and let's step at least 1 foot, 1 toe out. Okay, a bit wider again, and find out exactly the same. Okay, the lower. Track that knee out. Okay, my knee doesn't want to go out because of my hip, but I'm aware about it, and I'm trying just to still let my knee to up and out to the side. Once again, guys, if you can go lower, as low as you like, please do. Okay, excellent, guys. Then come back to the center and let yourself to just shake your legs out. Okay, let them just relax and then come back to the stance once again, that open stance where the edges of your feet, okay, wants to be parallel to each other. And very often as we're standing in that position, the whole hips escaping to the back, the bottom escaping to the back, then our thing is to bring those hips to the front. Okay, can you see again what I did? I did that pelvic movement, pelvic floor movement under. Okay, I tilted my pelvis consciously. I want to keep them facing to the front. With this movement, okay, once you're there, open your chest, add your chest stretch, okay, then palms up to the ceiling, and there you're going to go open your chest by pulling your arms to the back. You're not arching from your lower back because your hips are facing to the front, right? Then you stay here, and then you're really focusing on your chest, on your shoulders blades. Excellent, guys, come back and let's do exactly the same with your feet slightly pointing out, okay? Then your toes are slightly pointing out, okay? Then once again it's the same movement, okay? Then your toes slightly out, about 45, doesn't need to be perfect. And once again fix that position, especially if you've got tendency to be there, okay? Then bring those hips to the front, bring those hips to the front first. Okay, then your tailbone drops down, yes. Brilliant. And now opposite way around again, and try to imagine you wrapping the big tree. Okay, you've got the tree in front of you and you're wrapping it around, and then you've got a stretch between your scapulas. Your hips still fixed in that position to the front. Then a big tree, right, and shoulders blades relaxed, elbows slightly bent. Excellent, guys, and relax, okay, then bring your knees together. Okay, all I want you to do, I want you just to shake your legs again. Just relax your legs. Let's do a little bit of work for the neck muscles. Sometimes they're really tight, really important, especially because if you're on a computer those days a lot and on the mobile, even more since the lockdown situations. Okay, then trapezius muscles are very tight very often. All of the neck muscles, the posterior neck muscles, okay, because of that position, are quite tight. Okay, then all you want to do, very easy stretch, okay? Turn your head to your right side as you'd like to look as far as you can. Okay, the shoulders blades are dropped down. You're not tensing anything anymore, all right, at all. And then you're just trying to look. Once you're there, hold a good couple of seconds once again for me. Brilliant, guys. Come back to the center. And let's look over the other shoulder, okay? Then you want to turn and look. Excellent, guys, and now we're going to come back again over the other shoulder. Look down, look down, look down, okay? And now look even lower, okay? Then just as you would like to see your shoulder, okay? Then you're still going all the way to your right side, okay, as much as you can. And then look down on your shoulder, on the top of your shoulder. You really physically seeing your shoulder, okay? Then you've got a deeper stretch to the side muscles. Okay, excellent, come back. Let's do the same to the other side. Again, and first, again, turn as far as you can to your left. Get that few seconds there and then look down on your shoulder as you'd like to see your shoulder. You'll notice one of the sides I'm normally a bit tight, okay? Then if you find out it's not as easy to look on my shoulder now as I used to do that on the other side, okay, that tells you something. Okay, excellent guys, come back, relax your shoulders, okay? Just once again, give them a couple of stretches, just immobilizing, bringing back to normal, okay, crossing, okay, a couple of times, sideways, do a couple of wood chops once again for me to wake up again and to get ready for the whole day. Okay, and the other side, okay, a couple of wood chops exactly the same way as we started. Okay, excellent, couple of shoulder rolls to the back, big shoulder rolls to the back. I'm never encouraging rolling to the front because we've got that enough, isn't it? Okay, it's always to the back. Okay, couple times. And now guys, with the shoulders blades and neck once again, quite interesting thing. Sometimes you've probably seen it before, somebody else was doing it, you've seen it where you're rising your shoulders blades as high as you can and now trying to drop them as slow as you can, almost like you want to reach down to the ground with your fingertips. Reach down to the ground, okay? And once again, rise as high as you can, up to your head, up to your ears, and drop them as slow as you can again. Okay? Excellent guys, a couple of hips once again, a couple of times with the legs, the other side a very few times, just to be a little bit back to normal. Okay, excellent guys. Now I'm hoping you're going to use those stretches once again for Friday until I see you following week. I'm hoping you could remember the other stretches I've done the last few weeks. Some of them they're similar, some of them they're quite different. Try just to build up your little knowledge about, I'm sure you're having your own one, but maybe I gave you extra clues about how to stretch more effectively and maybe how to add extra news. Okay, then guys, have an amazing day and weekend, and I'll see you next week. Okay, cheers, bye bye.